Такс. Ну что, поехали. Продолжать. Ох, наши глазастенькие смотрят прям. Так. Десантировались мы на Тилус, да? И встретили Баудура. Про которого нам как раз таки говорили итарианцы. Видите? Да придет резня джедайская.
Mercenaries, right where we need to go. That sentry droid probably spotted us already.
They were probably looking for me when they saw your shuttle go down.
Чё так быстро слетает?
What is it?
Давай-ка ужас на них. Чтобы их херели. Бабуль, ёбаный рот. Я тебе чё просил? Ужас навешать.
Focus. This shall not stop us for long.
Пам-парам. Ну, байк. И что? Лэндспидер. Понятно, что ничего. Опа. А там что-то лежит, да?
Yeah?
У тебя есть способность?
The mercenaries have at least 2 hidden caches like this. We should keep our eyes open.
What's going
Я
on?
понял. Ты можешь забрать? Красавчик. Забирай тогда все. Малые осколочные, да? Мы еще, кажется, за это опыт получаем. Или только за обезвреживание? Не, индикаторов никаких нету. Так что, видимо, без разницы. Крон. Запчасти, кредиты.
Another sentry droid. The mercenaries must be using them to locate us. There's probably another patrol nearby.
Насрать. Эй, бабуль. У тебя молния есть, херач. хуйню.
What is it?
Хотя ладно. Я сделаю вот так вот.
Let me handle this.
Опа. Братки, да?
Miratono chun raso masakran gartoroto.
И я думал как раз о том же самом.
Dononochi. Kilipamuri ras lemo podwanga kun biskin. Dod nerinterisa. Kun nikiti. Keranasa farfasita. No
Мамасита.
Miratono chun raso masakran gartoroto.
Wait, bounty? Why is there a bounty on your head?
Позже объясню.
Nakosha nichotoro. Punta chakorzo waman. Gotashjuna rananashani. Visitisa cholo. Gumasone. Machido pachawa charamaba.
I don't think so. You'll have to come through me if you want to take the general.
Ragichi sa. Donosinto norokipa shakani.
Пожалуй, самый слабый актер озвучки. Это Буду русский. Так, монотонно говорит.
Yes.
Так, а тебе опередить этих пеховных и обезвредить. Молодец.
Fallen.
Я поехал. Что ты делаешь?
Let us end this.
Let's get this over with.
Оглушишь? Он добьет его. Этого оглушишь? Нет? А если еще раз? Ну,
I
другое
will
дело.
silence this one. I hear
Так,
you.
и почему именно у бабули level up? Качаем-ка ей тоже вот эту штуку. Немного снизим по ней урон.
You. Fallen. Fallen.
Let me handle this.
Нет? Он типа там застрял.
What is it?
Ладно, я знаю, как его убить. Добрый вечер.
I always feel a sense of calm when I walk the surface of Telos. The Ithorians are truly amazing in their work.
The force is strong here. Whether Chodo and his herd has anything to do with that is another matter. Can you feel anything?
Также поэтично. Шептание, наверное. Словно бриз, гуляющий по траве.
That is good. As a breeze may swiftly turn to a gale, you are slowly beginning to be reopened to the force.
Quiet. There's a large mercenary patrol up ahead. If we move carefully along the perimeter, we may be able to get by without their spotting us. We could cross along the shore, or head along the cliffs to the south.
Это не путь джедая.
I'll follow close.
Мы, конечно же, убьем всех.
Take them down. Let's get this over with. Let's get this over with.
Fallen.
How do you like that?
Все. Бедолаг сожрали, да?
Let's go.
Так. Какая? Где? Вот это? Вот это, да? Ну, это, по идее, за браки. Как это? В первом эпизоде Дарт Моул. Только он, видишь, белый, с привилегиями.
What is it?
Выход из боя. Так, ужас. Потом бахни молнии и можешь идти биться. Долбиться. Так, давай-ка оттолкнешь его. Пойдет. Ну-ка еще раз. Вот, другое дело. Так, вот этого теперь тоже.
Fallen.
Хорошо. Режем. форма меча уже появилась. Понятно. Так, и вот это открылось. Станы нам пригодятся. А какого я уровня? 11-го. А тут всего 25, да? Насколько я помню. Как же мне все хуёво с фехтованием. Совсем не попадаю ни по кому. О. Новая заначка. Чё у нас тут? Аж 2 кучи с обосранным бельем.
The mercenaries have at least
Окей. Легкая боевая броня. Вот это интересно. Не, ну хуже вот этого. Хотя... Секунду. У него что по характеристикам? Ловкость 0. Тогда насрать. Можно это взять. Не, нельзя. Защита одна. Но тут иммун к урону еще.
Fallen. Let us end this. Let us end this.
Так, что с турелью?
minefield ahead. We can pick our way through, or take the time to disarm some and clear a path. Let's go.
Так, вот что интересно. У меня была такая штука. Нет, не была такая штука. А, не есть. Пройду ли я проверочку? Не пройду. Жесть, чай его выпотрошит. Иляй, бабуль.
Yes.
Не достаешь? Ой, ой, ну началось, ну началось. Жах вот так. Бабуль. Ёбаный рот. Хуяч молний. А, у тебя закончилось. Я понял. Надо как можно больше мин оставить. Сука. Сука! Это и... Ну-ка, отойдите. Отойдите.
Let's go.
Так. Ладно, хоть так экспы полутали.
Sentry droid ahead. We've been spotted again. We're close to the compound, so they'll be getting ready for us.
Fallen.
Так, здесь она тоже все минами обложила, да? Сучу. Сама ты сучу. Первый.
Let's go.
Что из этого? Да. Меня вы не послушаете.
I will silence this one. I will silence this one.
Стазис. Бросок. Стазис. Ты охерела? Стазис.
Let me handle this. What's going on?
И даже ничего не дропнуло. Вот сучу. Мгм.
There's the landing pad. There should be a computer terminal I can access from there. Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way there, though. Look sharp.
What do we have here? The Jedi. Saves us the trouble of looking for you. Corin Fault did say you were dangerous. Maybe he does know what he's talking about.
Кто ты такой?
Fault hired me to keep everyone out of the restoration zone. You in particular.
Ну зачем? Что тут внизу?
A grenade with your name on it, Jedi. Attack!
М. Бэнк, бэнк. Так, а ты давай ужас. Сначала вот так. Вот так. Да и все. И просто рубись с этим.
What is it?
Хотя можно еще вот это навести, вот это.
You asked for it.
Что? А где урон? А. Все, нашел. Я уже думал, потерял.
Fallen.
А, все. Ну, может, так глубоко-то не надо залазить? Ой. По классике, да? Ничего не слушаем, ничего не видим. Умираем быстро.
I hear you. Focus.
Да не надо ни с кем говорить.
Purpose for long.
Let me handle this.
Ладно, массы их разобрали. Задавили числом.
This shall not stop us for long.
Хотя нас всего трое было их. Куда больше. Банаданская легированная тяжелая форма. Что это такое? Говно. Говно. Какого хрена? Сказал же стазис.
Fallen.
Оранжевый кристалл. Неплохо.
Let's go. Hopefully I'll be able to access the shield network from this console. Good, it's functional. And my passcodes still work. Now let's find your ship.
ТСБ сказали, что у черного ястреба нет ни одной санкционированном месте посадки. Почему ты думаешь, что сможешь найти его?
The TSF probably thinks the ship was put down in the wastes, but they don't know the planet as well as I do. Telos' atmosphere has been turned into acidic vapor. Landing a ship in the wastes would be like sealing it in a hangar full of hungry Minox. So that means there's probably an unsanctioned landing site somewhere on the planet. Still shielded, but not a restoration zone or other listed facility. That's why I need access to the shield network.
Умно.
Here, a small anomaly in the shield network's power grid. I'm not surprised the TSF didn't spot this. It's subtle, more like an error or random flux than anything suspicious.
А что это?
It looks like power is being drawn to generate a shield over a small area in the polar region, but nothing should be down there. Orbital cameras show nothing, just an empty mesa.
We should investigate this. I feel this is the best bet of finding the Ebon Hawk.
Как мы будем добираться до полярного региона?
That's a little tougher. According to the computer, a shuttle is currently docked inside the research facility. At least there was at last report, though that was months ago.
Значит, мы не знаем, будет ли шаттл все еще там или в рабочем состоянии.
I don't, but that's not going to stop me. I'm getting back to Citadel if I have to build a new ship myself.
Чего мы ждем тогда?
There's one other small problem. Recently, Zerka teams that were sent into the military facility have not been coming out. But it's not as though we have any choice.
Пойдем. Ты бесишься. А, блин, я забыл. Так, это не лечит. Это лечит. Черт. Ни у кого нет,
I
да?
hear you.
Той штуки, которая лечит. Да. Ну, придется страдать.
What's going on? This arm of mine isn't just for show, General. Stand back. The Zerka mercenaries were a
Leon.
little surprised when I broke my way out of my holding cell. The shields there were even weaker than these, after you.
Так. Да-да-да, я... Ядрить они его, конечно, обработали. Взломать. Деактивировать. Загрузить карту. Вот так вот. Как же быстро силы-то регенерится.
I have been poisoned.
Да ты угораешь, бабуль.
Yes.
На тогда еще раз. На окружающих-то за что?
Let's go. How do you like that?
Ястреб. Ну, сокол. Мухана Соло, который ты имеешь в виду. Ну, по крайней мере, там Соло так утверждает. Так ли это? Пиздёшь ли это? Да кто его знает? У кого и кого? Если про корабль, который тут, разные. Эпохи-то разные. Это событие тысячелетней давности. А то будущее. Конечно, там лучше.
Let's get this over with.
На Хановском.
This won't take long.
Как бы ни казалось, но технологии во вселенной Звездных войн развиваются. Время от времени. Есть целые энциклопедии по технике из Звездных войн.
Yeah?
Зачастую с подробными схемами. У меня нет. У меня нет денег, чтобы такое покупать.
Let's go.
Так, отстой.
What is it?
Ну, понятное дело.
Focus. Fallen.
Надвеличик.
Feels like
Полуголых.
Focus.
Ну, можно и на голых, ладно. Костюме Звезды Смерти. Он бы летал в костюме Боба Фетта. Опа. А что нужно?
What is it?
Так, бабуль, я знаю, ты можешь. С мини-реактивным ранцем, да. Так, дам-ка я ей пока вот это. Кстати, заглушение силы это чья? А. Быстрыми движками. Понятия не имею. Не думаю, что это был единственный корабль. Именно быстрый грузовой. Он типа модифицированный у Соло был для контрабандистов. Как-то так. Если я правильно помню. Это был корабль Ленда. Калдрисина. Тоже. Контрабандистов. Ну, и Эбеновый это вообще тут, который. Я не знаю, про что ты имеешь в виду. Если мы говорим про корабль игровой, то это этот.
What's going on? You asked for.
Ну вот. Из 10 самых быстроходных кораблей в галактике того времени. Про который мы ищем. Ну тогда
There
вот
she
так.
is, one orbital shuttle. Looks like it's in serviceable condition. That's all a moot point, though.
Конкуренция. Это
The
почему?
hangar bay doors are closed. I don't fancy flying the shuttle through solid metal, so I'd say we need to find a way to get them open. We'll also need to find the ignition codes for the shuttle, or else we'll have some trouble getting off the ground. If we get all that, I wouldn't worry about what shape this heap is in. I'll get it running.
Ну, скорее всего, 10 видов. Галактика-то огромная.
What's going on? I'll have this open in no time. Child's play.
Так.
Let me handle this.
А где сраные эти ядовитые штуки отрубать? Надоели уже. Забракский виброклинок. Форма. Рисовая мантия. Рабочие перчатки. Биржи. Окей. Так, примерим-ка бабуле. А, у нее и так хорошая. Предупреждение. Чем грозят? Ай-яй-яй, слышишь музыку игры? Нехорошо. В следующий раз не слушай.
Yeah?
Сегодня приду. Отключить газовый выхлоп системы безопасности. Все, наконец-то.
What's going on?
Вот пускай Ubisoft им и шлют эти письма вонючие,
I
да?
have this open in no time.
Согласен полностью. Каждой игрой так. Заебали, ёбаный стыд. Мы-то что должны делать?
Take them down. Let's go.
Мгм. Это открыть нельзя. Ну какой вы черт? Так, ну тяжелый мне пока... Тяжелый мне пока не попадалось. Остановимся на среднем. Это еще и урон снижает. Второй уровень урон снижает. Цена штал стойки. Это умение вычитать 10% из любого урона, превышающего 20 очков. Кайф. Возьмем, по крайней мере, этот. Этот уровень. Так, новая хилка. И отражение, да? Способность дает джедаю возможность отражать любую стрелку в атаке без светового меча. В отличие от отражения силы, персонаж сможет отражать выстрелы и обратно во врагов. Берем. Так, вот что я хотел посмотреть. Это унифицированная. Надо в будущем будет ее раскачать тоже на 15 уровне, да? Второй уровень открывается. Блин, а на 15 полно чего открывается, да? Да. Ну ладно.
Tawancha Morichiwa, Mufalawa, Nibobo, Wishyo, Kuna Sita, Dorchuni
Мумасита. Кто ты такой?
Kawana Bota, Yunta Tanga Kinamatura, Tayaita, Tabosananansata, Tonata Biasvia, Jicho Watana, Kunera Ketinito, para más Nucho.
Ладно, следуй за мной.
King no una panca di planito bamanananga.
Могу я его довести? Не будет он хуйню творить и застревать? Так, вот это самое проблемное место. Беги, беги, козел. Он застрял. А, во. Отстрел. Ох уж это восстановленный контент.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita tabosananansata.
And what is it you think you have accomplished?
Я подумал, что так будет лучше всего.
If you seek to aid everyone that suffers in the galaxy, you will only weaken yourself and weaken them. It is the internal struggles, when fought and won on their own, that yield the strongest rewards. You stole that struggle from them, cheapened it.
Бабуль, ну не пили. Ты слишком ты слишком остро реагируешь. Это была лишь малая добродетель.
Indeed. The currents of the galaxy, of nations, of peoples, may all stem from such small kindnesses. Every small weakness, small fracture that you create weakens the whole.
Разве плохо помогать другим нуждающимся?
If you care for others, then dispense with pity and sacrifice, and recognize the value in letting them fight their own battles. And when they triumph, they will be even stronger for the victory.
Ладно, наверное, ты права, и я учту это.
That is all I ask.
Блять. Да и отдушится своей херней. Выживает только сильнейший. Добро — это зло. Человек закаляется в бою. Всякое такое. Ауфная херня, короче. Бабуля Альфа, да. Она просто заявилась ко мне и сказала: я твой учитель. Ну... А я что? Конечно, согласился.
Yeah? Set and activated.
Не-не-не. Мы джедай консул. Мы можем только быть терпилой. Ну и убивать всех подряд. Никто не запрещает.
Let's go.
Fallen.
Вперед, как говорится, во имя добра.
What's going on? I'll have this open in no time. Child's play. You asked for it.
Yes.
Бабуль, ну ты чё стоишь? Там люди дерутся.
Let's get this over with.
Fallen.
Так, а я тут могу что-то сделать?
I'll have this open in no time. This is too tough for me.
Вызвать перегрузку зарядных станций и дроидов. Конечно.
Yeah? I'll have this open in no time. Child's play.
Угу. Это что? Нижний ярус военной базы. Понял. Нам пока рано туда.
I'll have this open in no time. Child's play.
Поврежденный протокольный дроид
This
HT.
droid has been damaged and does not appear to be functional.
Отремонтировали. Дроид сейчас активен, но многие его функции, судя по всему, остаются отключенными. Запрограммировать дроида следует за вами. Задействован режим патруля. Как только вы закончите эту сессию, дроид начнет следовать за вами. Окей. Я думаю, его можно разобрать. Детали вытащить. Жопа взорвалась. И даже после себя не оставил ничего. Бесславная смерть.
What's going on?
А, не отключено.
What's going on?
Ну, видимо, сейчас запустится. Запустить реактор. Реактор включен, окей.
Let us end this. Fallen.
Так, а что вот это не работает? Не работает. Ну, вроде работает. Все равно пробивают. Так. У нас вот тут.
Yeah? I'll have this open in no time. Child's play.
Запчасти. Датапад. Так, этот датапад содержит коды зажигания для орбитального шаттла в подземном ангаре. Все. Найдено все, что нужно. Пойдем разбираться с большим мамодроидом. Так. Давай вот это. Вот это. Сколько его? Так, бабуль, просто херач молниями. Ради чего я их тебе качал?
This won't take long.
Fallen.
Дроид-танк. Ну, такой себе танк. Ящики. Нелутанные. Мантия джедая мастера. Но это я. Что дает? А, так у меня уже есть. Я и так уже джедай мастер. Чё? Разблокировать. Все, можем лететь. Этот старый орбитальный шаттл не имеет гиперпривода, но на нем вы сможете покинуть зону реставрации. Полететь на шаттле... Полететь на шаттле на защитный щитом. Хом. Останет. Что? Ладно, полететь, короче, на полярный регион. Полярный регион. Лысо.
Statement. We have arrived too late. The target has evaded us. We must pursue it. Observation. You've likely escaped aboard the orbital shuttle that has been docked here. The bay control computer likely will have a record of their departure. Query. Have you discovered anything about the shuttle's course? Answer. I have managed to track the shuttle's movement across the SHIELD network. However, the SHIELD network does not stretch over the polar region, which was the shuttle's apparent destination. Statement. Dispatch a unit to the polar region with the last known coordinates and approximate path of the shuttle. They will not escape us again.
Их теперь
Well, this can't be
3.
any worse than last time. So
Ладно, их
that's the
теперь
hole in the
больше.
SHIELD network, huh? Doesn't look like much to me. You've got to be kidding me. It's not my fault.
Второй шаттл уже на этой планете угробили.
Egotistic praise. An excellent shot, even with the prevailing winds. I couldn't have done it better myself. Field assessment. I've picked up on the heat forms of the Jedi and her allies. Activate the mines and prime the self-destruct sequences. Relieved statement. Oh, Jedi, it is good to see you intact. We were concerned that shooting down your shuttle would damage you irreparably. Quick clarification. But now that we have found you, we hope that we can facilitate communications. Unnecessary addendum. And put an end to hostilities.
Сколько вас там всего?
Chiding statement. Oh, Jedi, there are as many of us as are needed to capture or kill our targets. Egotistical boast. And there are far more of us than any one Jedi. Destroy one of us, and more shall rise from the wreckage. Unnecessary threat. And our attack protocols are more than a match for you and your allies.
Что вы здесь делаете?
Self-evident answer. Wherever you try to run, we will be there, armed and ready. Rhetorical query. So the query you have posed to us is one we put to you. What are you doing here, we wonder?
Ладно, есть причина, по которой вы сбили мое судно.
Unnecessary clarification. We merely wish to cripple your vessel. Once we tracked your coordinates, we were able to deploy several droids in this location. Probing query. We are, however, curious as to why you chose to come to the remnants of the polar Telos irrigation system. There is nothing here that our instruments can detect. Eager threat. But we are looking forward to extracting your motives for coming here when we place you in torture restraints.
Ладно, одного из вас уничтожить было легко. Истребление вас троих может потребовать от меня усилий. Ну, усиливаемся. Блин. Зачем мне вы его дали? Верните Баудура. Так, можешь вот это уничтожить?
Yes.
Так, неплохо.
Everyone down.
Тоже неплохо.
This shall not stop us for long. Fallen.
Бабуль, ну я не знаю, подхиль. Потом молнии бахнет.
What is it?
Так, пойдет.
Systems failing, master.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
Failing, master. Systems
Так,
failing.
они не взорвутся? Мне кажется, нет. Так, забираем. Кластер контрольный, окей, тоже забираем, нужно. Щупаем его, щупаем. Ну, и хуй бы с ним. Как лежит. Отдыхает. Земля холодненькая. О, дамочки его отнесут. Помоют.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed.
Вы кто такие?
I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you.
Do as they say. I sense we will come to no harm.
Очень хорошо. Я здесь не в поисках сражений.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell? I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What? What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deeper to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten. If she is a Jedi, she will forgive. And if she is not, she will not care.
You can't tell her. Please. I'm asking you. I don't want her to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this woman we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve her until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scow like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Dejaric can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
Переломный момент.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
Хочу вернуть свою собственность, моих рабов и свой корабль. Не-не-не. Я здесь, потому что мой корабль украла напыщенная шата. Знать бы, кто такая шата? Или что такое шата? Ладно. Сначала скажи мне, что ты сделал с моими друзьями.
Your concern is noted. Your friends have not been harmed. They have been detained for their safety. I find it unusual that you are traveling with others again. I had thought you had forsaken the company of others after the war. Or is that why you are here?
Если ты думаешь, что мне хотелось снова увидеть твое лицо, то досадно ошибаешься.
Yet here you are. Perhaps you do not know yourself as well as you think. Regardless, your arrival here begs an explanation. Have you come to face the judgment of the Council, as you did so many years ago? Are you finally willing to admit that we were right to cast you out?
Ладно, выберу это. Я же не могла стоять в стороне и позволить невинному умирать во внешнем кольце.
So you said, so long ago. I didn't believe it then, and I don't believe it now. You sought adventure. You hungered for battle. You could not wait to follow Revan to war. The Jedi Order asked only for time to examine the Mandalorian threat. They urged caution, patience, and you defied them. So when you returned, you were brought before us. You were a Jedi no longer, and so you were exiled.
Мое наказание могло быть страшнее. За это я благодарна.
There was much about that day that was difficult to forget. Your words, your defiance, and when you stabbed your lightsaber into the center stone. I have kept it, so I would never forget.
Это мой световой меч.
Indeed. A lightsaber is the mark of a Jedi. When you turned your back on the Order, it was not yours anymore. I have always kept it, as a reminder of what can happen when your passions dictate your actions. I have kept it, so I would never forget your arrogance or your insult to the Order.
Ну и оставь его себе, мне без разницы. Я желаю заслужить право вновь носить свой световой меч.
Become a Jedi again. That is a thing far out of reach, but I am not unsympathetic to your feelings. Leaving the Order must have been difficult for you. Yet you gave the Council no other choice. You gave me no other choice.
Я пошла на войну, чтобы защищать других, а не во имя войны.
So your choice was to meet the aggression of the Mandalorians with more aggression. That is not the Jedi way.
Путь джедаев? Это позволит людям быть вырезанными?
Every choice we make, whether we know it or not, sends echoes through the Force. It can awaken feelings, ignite passions, hate, anger, fear, where none existed before. By meeting aggression, by serving as an opponent against which the Mandalorians could test themselves, you fed their hate, their lust for war, and it sent a terrible echo through you. And because of it, you and those Jedi who met them on the battlefield lost their way, and you turned on us.
Против вас обернулись Реван и Малак, а не я.
Without you and the other fallen Jedi to support them, to feed their lust for war, Revan and Malak's crusade would have been over before it began.
Если бы, видимо, Совет джедаев поддержали нас, тогда и не было бы гражданской войны.
You betrayed the Jedi teachings. All that you had been taught you threw at your feet, crushed them beneath your heel. The Jedi teachings require we examine our actions. Acting without reflection is not our way.
Скажи это миллионам, что погибли на войне. Жизням, которую мы бы спасли, начни джедаи действовать раньше.
There was no guarantee that marching to war would have saved the Outer Rim. In fact, quite the opposite.
Не сразись мы, республика бы пала, это факт.
A physical victory perhaps, but the real victory lay in...
Торжестве, пацифизме, капитуляции?
Do not twist my words. A physical victory is not the only victory or the only loss.
И если бы мы не выступили, 1000 миров были бы разорены и разграблены.
You do not know...
Если бы Мандалорцы победили, стали бы с ними тогда сражаться джедаи? Или просто медитировали над тем, что же делать?
How dare you? The Mandalorian Wars should have been your grave, and Malachor 5 is where you should have died.
Ты в гневе. Уж не от того ли, что тебе втайне хотелось бы быть достаточно сильной, чтобы последовать за мной на войну?
What do you mean?
Я вижу это в тебе. Ты хотела сражаться рядом со мной, но была слишком напугана, чтобы перечить совету.
You're wrong, just as you were when you defied the Council. I tire of fighting with you. You lust for war, and you always will, and you have succeeded in distracting me from my questions. So answer me. If you cannot seem to admit the Council was correct, then why are you here?
Я ищу свой корабль, чтобы улететь. Илос.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless you're admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
Слушай, мой корабль у тебя или нет? Чё ты мнешься? И чё вопросами на вопрос-то отвечаешь? Девка, верни корабль. Уничтожение Пирагуса было несчастным случаем.
An accident. Something beyond your control. You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking. Putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done?
Какого выбора? Ладно. А чего ты мне не расскажешь?
Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds.
Почему Тилос настолько важен?
Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
Преступление? Мое? Ситхи уничтожили Пирагус, а не я.
The Sith? What do you mean?
Ситхи пришли за мной на Пирагус, чтобы убить.
You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. And you encountered them on Paragus. But what would they want there? They can't have been looking for you.
Ситхи считают меня последним джедаем.
You. If they thought you were Jedi, the teachings of the Sith blind them indeed. I am the last Jedi, not you. You betrayed our teachings, our beliefs, the very core of the Jedi Order. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here.
Если так, то я предлагаю тебе свою помощь. Она тебе понадобится.
You offer your aid after turning your back on me, on the Council. The Jedi is not something you embrace out of fear. The commitment is stronger than that, something you never seem to understand.
Я делаю это не из страха. Я хочу помочь.
Perhaps. But if you help me, it cannot be done from here. There are others in the galaxy who may help us against a Sith threat. If you can find them, gain their trust, perhaps our defenses shall be stronger for it. Take your ship, seek them out. If you find them, encourage them to gather on Dantooine. From there we can call a council and see what can be done.
Если есть кто-нибудь, кто может помочь нам, то я их найду.
Then I shall send you on your way. It is now time for you to depart.
We shall remove her, mistress. Come with us. Are you all right, mistress?
The exile reminded me of something I had forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile, I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Was she important to you once?
We all have our heroes, and when we watch them fall, we die inside. She made a choice once, and I did not. The day we judged her, I stood in the chamber, and she was so right. She was so certain of it. I doubted myself, but not now. She will never make me doubt myself again. But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
Но ситхи были задолго до этого. Собственно, и конфликты спровоцировали ситхи. Ну да.
I have felt it too, my lord. A disturbance in the Force.
Как же он красиво поет.
Difficult to make out, my lord. At first it was such a quiet thing. I did not notice it, but now I wonder as if it has always been there. I merely could not hear it before. The sound built so slowly, yet when you listen for it, you can make out the strains, even over the background life of the universe. Do you feel it is a... You are the darkness in which all life dies, my lord. All life exists to feed your power. And my life is yours. I beg you, please, let me die. Yes, this disturbance echoes through the Force. I can follow it to its source and bring it to you. I will leave at once, my lord.
Да, май лорд? Yes, май лорд. Уже бегу, май лорд. Там типа что-то было... во внешнем кольце мандалорцы были как... как некие банды разбойников, которые докучали всем. Воинственные такие. Банда разбойников. Со своим кодексом войны. Ну и ситхи к ним приходят: бля, мужики, у нас тут гениальная идея. Есть, короче, в галактике республика. Ебать сильные. Говорит, если вы нападете на них, вот это будет Глори Пол. Глори Виктори для вас. Пиздуйте воевать. Ну и они пошли. Прототип северян? Возможно. Неумные. Ну да. У них на уме только честь и отвага.
Why have you approached me?
И попиздиться. И разграбить. Что-то типа, да. Северян. Я ищу моих
You will
друзей.
find them in the main irrigation channel room, in the northern part of the plateau interior. The particle emitters there that once governed the flow of water to Telos can double as force cages.
Тогда отключи все и освободи их.
It is not part of my duties. Free them yourself. Then you must leave this place.
Зачем вы взяли их в плен? Мы не замышляли
They
вреда.
were caged for their safety until we could determine your intent, exile. Atris cautioned us against your tactics, fearing that your allies would create a distraction. Your companions gave us little trouble, however. The male could have presented some challenge if he had resisted, but he chose not to.
Самец. Кто? Атом?
He has had some Ichani training. He masks it well, but when you are in danger, his mask dropped into a stance we know well.
Откуда ему досталась эта тренировка?
I do not know. The Ichani forms are known to be taught to military special forces throughout the galaxy. If the source is a mystery to you, perhaps you should ask him. It would be wise to know those you travel with.
Безусловно. Черный ястреб. Где он?
Your ship is stored in the hangar. Atris has given you permission to leave this place, and permission to return if you remain in her service.
Я пойду. Так. А вот и он. Ты в порядке? Не твоя вина, что они увели корабль Т-3. Погоди, о какой информации ты говоришь? Зачем ей понадобилось то, что у тебя в ядре памяти? Давай вернем тебя на корабль, тогда сможем больше обсудить. Так, увидимся с тобой на черном ястребе. Тяжелая броня. Угу. Так, ну это кораблю проход. Корабль. Так, нам тогда в другую сторону. Ну, можно, конечно, как своих напарников оставить тут. Хер бы с ними.
Did you find what you came for?
Это как посмотреть, что мне полагалось найти.
There was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still.
Эта женщина здесь. Джедайка. Эйтрис из Совета.
There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students who surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious.
Разве служанки не учащиеся?
No, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive.
Ты пытался использовать на них джедайский обман разума?
Invade the mind of another. It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained.
Да, рассказывай. Эйтрис планирует исцелить галактику, а потом перестроить Орден.
Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force.
Те, кто не могут чувствовать силу?
Yes, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive.
Ладно, еще раз. Тогда откуда ты это знаешь? Ты заглянула к ним в разум?
Invade the mind of another.
Ладно. Поговорим об этом по дороге отсюда.
Very well. Let us depart.
Что случилось с Сатаном?
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
Он сможет поспать на корабле. Пошли.
I'm sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash.
Извиняться здесь не за что. Ты уверен, что в порядке?
I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we?
Не сейчас. Мало ли кто нас услышит.
Of course, General. If you wish, I may travel with you or join you at the ship.
Просто иди на корабль.
Very well, General.
Очки темной стороны. Блять, да за что? Так, я помню, их тут можно обворовать.
Just say the
О,
word.
да.
Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak.
Компьютерный чип. Шип. Чип.
Let me take care of this.
Да похуй.
Pure Pazak.
Ну, это униформа.
Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak.
Мантия темного рыцаря джедая. Так. Что это такое? Не, говно. И, насколько я помню, тут можно еще попиздиться.
You are the exile, the one Atris warned us about.
И что же сказала Эйтрис?
She said, you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
О,
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts. And she told us why you fell to the dark side.
что? На темную сторону?
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
Будь все так, я бы сразилась и в гражданской войне джедаев.
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with him because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
Что-нибудь еще?
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Выражаемых чувств.
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
Ты говоришь, что Эйтрис могла быть не права на мой счет?
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
Что ж, у меня нет желания драться с Эйтрис.
Then her expressed feelings will have to suffice.
То есть, врезав Эйтрис черепом в пол, я доберусь до сердцевины вопроса? Сражаюсь я с Эйтрис, правда бы выплыла наружу?
Perhaps. It may prove truer than conversing with words. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression. You may ask.
Так. Ты выглядишь не так, как прочие женщины здесь.
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others.
Чту лик своей матери. Угу. Берем ее в пати. Мы бы могли, но так как мы являемся женщиной, она за нами не пойдет. Она больше по мужикам. Извиняюсь, обиды я не замышляю.
There's no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you saw. There is no wrong in that.
Это
It is
деликатная
not a
тема.
sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust. There is no such trust between you and I, and such trust takes time. You may ask. Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it. You have touched the Force. What does it feel like?
Можно тогда лучше сменить пол. Главному персонажу. И тогда она пойдет. Я только знаю, каково потерять ее.
Then tell me of its absence.
Вызывает возможно. КЗ. Не было прецедентов. Вообрази пробуждение, с которым обнаружишь, что все твои чувства затупились.
It is standing atop the summit of a great mountain, the winds tearing about you, then finding yourself buried alive, trapped, helpless, and alone. It is like having the energy of youth, then feeling the cloak of years fall upon you, and knowing you are weak, fragile, and a thing easily discarded. It is knowing what you want to say and never finding the words. It is a chorus replaced with silence, hearing teachings without meaning. It is like a
Понесло.
beloved pupil to whom you have shared everything, sacrificed everything, and then having them turn from you and
За живое заденье.
you were.
I see. Thank you both. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
Было приятно. Ну ладно, драться не будем. Похуй. Тут, кажется, можно любую просто вызвать, да? Раз служанка, естественно.
Do all these women look alike? Not like I'm
Блин.
complaining, I mean, it's interesting.
They are Ichani. It is not unusual for their children to share similar features from the same parents.
If you have a reason for approaching me, speak it.
Я хочу сразиться.
I would welcome a chance to instruct you. I have been anxious to teach you many principles of combat ever since you invaded this place.
Преподать.
Oh yes. We train extensively in various combat styles, and we have not had another target for some time. You may prove a pleasant diversion.
Мне бы сгодился хороший спарринговый матч.
Very well. Follow me, and we shall see if you have the endurance to learn the most basic of our teachings.
Так, обожди. Не начинайте.
Before we begin, are you familiar with Ichani tradition?
Это как-то относится к тому, что вы меня... Что вы хотите, чтобы я разделась?
All duels between us shall be without armor of any kind. There shall be no restrictions upon our movements or upon yours. Your feet are not to leave the training mat during the battle. If they do, you will lose. Also, this is not a fight to the death. Restrain your instincts when we fight, and we shall do the same.
Давайте сделаем
The
это.
fight will be with hands and feet only. No stimulants, shields, weapons, or other items. Also, do not call upon any Jedi techniques during our contest. If you do, then the battle will be over. In turn, I will not use our higher forms, for this is only an opening battle between us, a test of each other's strength.
Если готовы, тогда я тоже.
Then let us begin.
Ну просто стукаем. Потому что у меня ничего особо не раскачано. Но можно вот это еще попробовать.
You have fallen.
Так, дайте подлечиться. Славянский зажим яйцами. Да, но я же не богатырь.
Very well. It shall... Then let us...
Эй, эй, эй. Ну, почти.
Seek one...
Так, я не могу использовать броню, но я могу использовать импланты. И головные уборы. О, в безоружном бою вдобавок. +1. Найс, то, что нужно.
Have you returned to fight?
Да, поехали. Ща я тебя отпизжу. Ну или нет.
This will teach you.
49, блять. Защита открытого полезна.
You have fallen. Seek...
Ладно, тогда возвращаем защиту от критов. Пошла ты в сраку.
Have you returned to... Very... It... Then let us...
И просто стукаем. Обычная атака, без штрафов каких-либо. Я стараюсь. Я жму атаку. Давай ударь. Сильнее бей.
You have fallen.
Не помогает.
Seek...
А, у меня +1 нету, да. По ловкости. Там можно что-нибудь другое найти. Хотя, наверное, нету. Жми сильнее. Жму. Сейчас буду. Да я пытаюсь. Надо ее убедить. Да, чтобы в третьем...
Very well. It shall be the... Then let us be...
Деньги там предложить, не знаю. Тело. Хоть что-то. Похоже, ее это не интересует. Ой, я победил.
If you wish, you may challenge us again, and we will progress to more advanced movements. Seek one of us out when you wish to fight, and we shall honor your request.
Я вообще не помню, что это дает.
Have you returned to fight again? Very well. I shall honor your request. Our next battle will be using the higher forms among the Ichani. You may choose hands and feet, or whatever melee weapon you wish, but use no other items or Jedi techniques.
Понял.
Then let us begin.
Можно мечом ее пиздить. Возьмем-ка вибромеч. Или вот это. Во, да, идеально. Все, стукаем. Вдруг прокнет шанс оглушить. Найс, найс, найс. Ну, шанс есть.
You have fallen. Seek...
Ну вот, чтобы ее победить.
Have you returned to... Very well. Our next... You may... Then let us begin.
Так, можно сделать вот что. Попробуйте ее оглушить. Свапнуть оружие. Хрена, как она уклоняется, конечно.
You have fallen. See... Have you returned to... Very... Our... You... Then...
Так, ну ладно, поехали шквалом. О, найс, первый же. Ну что ж ты мажешь, мать? Срак. Хватит с меня. Тут можно часами рандомить. Я уже ее как-то побеждал. Правда, не помню, что это мне дало. Возможно, стойку? Или плюс к статам? Значит, не побеждал. Ладно, справедливо. Тогда уйду проигравшим. Да, во, ящик. Про лут-то я помню, что тут был. Ну ладно, больше не было, кажется. Да, подняться. Все, валим.
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
Что с Т3? О чем ты говоришь? Ты скачала архивы Эйтрис?
What is the machine machine say?
Он сказал, там есть голозапись процесса процесса суда, видимо. Процесса изгнания. Мы его в записях
We
Эйтрис.
seem to have found it.
Do you know why we have called you here?
Я здесь по собственному выбору, а не потому, что вы призвали меня.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
Я осознаю, что следовало за Реваном на войну. Следовать за Реваном на войну было нарушением кодекса джедаев, и я приступила его, осознанно воспротивившись пожеланиям совета.
It is good you recognize this. It means you will understand why you must leave us. We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Much defiance in that one.
You were correct, KotOR. When she was here, I felt it. It was as if she was not there. More like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. He speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. She has lost herself. She is no Jedi. She walked Revan's path, but she was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. She has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let her depart. She will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with her, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let her go because we must. Where she travels, she carries her destination with her.
Malachor 5 should have been her grave. You saw it in her walk, and in the Force. It was as if she was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and she cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told her the truth. A Jedi deserved to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believe was true. There's still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years we will call her before us and explain what happened to her, and how she may be healed. Until then, she must accept her journey.
But she may never discover the truth, and she will never know why we cast her out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
Те последние мгновения после процесса надо мной. Мне и в голову не приходило. Ищи дальше в архивах. Там может быть еще информация. У Этрис есть список всех пропавших джедаев. Конечно, покажи его. Брук. The Sky L. KotOR. Вэш. Этрис. Я знал всех этих магистров.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
Как бы то ни было, нам нужна их помощь против ситхов.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
Да, ты только что видел. Он был отобран у меня.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one if you wanted to, but you know that.
Ну, чего бы и нет.
I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
Очень хорошо. Для начала мне понадобятся кое-какие детали.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
С каких это пор ты сделался экспертом по световым мечам?
I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those
Кажется,
parts
3
are
у меня
fairly
есть.
common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
For the last time, no. Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat. Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor.
Сука.
Yeah? How many credits? Got a minute?
I'm a little busy here. What is it?
Won't take more than a minute.
All right, I'll work while you talk.
Look, your friend, the Jedi, you know her from way back, don't you? How much do you know about her, really?
Her? You mean the general? Yeah, during the war. If that's what you mean by way back. Can't say I know too much about her, though.
Better than anyone else on this ship. Just give me your opinion, okay? And don't laugh.
I'm trying to work here, Atton.
I was just wondering if you thought maybe she and I might...
Being serious.
You said you wouldn't laugh.
You are being serious. Atton, she was a general. I was just a tech. Your guess is about as good as mine.
Well, what's your guess then?
I'm getting back to work.
Hey! I'm being serious here. You're laughing at me? I'll put you on the scrap heap, you walking tin can.
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
Вспомогательные дроиды имеют тенденцию вырабатывать личностные завитки.
I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
Не волнуйся, Баудур наверняка знает, что делает.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Good. Now let's get started.
Так, по идее, он его улучшит.
You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know, and I'll put it back in place.
Да? Плюс хп. Короче. Гитман, кажется, стримил же. Первый KotOR. И он дико бугуртил с этого. С Пазака. Я помню. Ебать. Заставляет первым ходить. Что это за херня? Комп просчитывает. Все карты. Подстава. Нечестно играет. Ну, в принципе, он прав. Сейчас диалог был про это как раз таки. Между Атоном и... вот этим ведром. Опа! Блин, зря. Ну да ладно. Да хорош, все. Успокойся. Он тебе не навредит больше. Так. Угу. Это похоже на остов HK единицы, только более старый и ржавый, чем тот, который вы встретили на Пирагусе. В его энергоядре все еще имеется заряд, но, судя по всему, отсутствует некоторое количество критических деталей. Ремонт, диагностика дроида. Похоже, что у этого дроида не хватает 4 критических компонентов. Его дроидного процессора, сменного дроидного шасси, управляющего кластера, который должен устанавливаться в шасси, и вокабулятора. Взять вокабуляторы и вставить в ядро. Вокабуляторы вернули. Так, кластер управления. Всё, 2 детали есть. Осталось еще 2. Так, Баудур взялся помочь вам в сборке светового меча. Вы нашли крепление для энергоблока. Но вам еще по-прежнему нужны крепления для эмиттера и линз. Угу, еще 2 детали. Понял. Процессор и шасси еще нужен. Сейчас подаю. Так, ладно, со всеми надо попиздеть. Угу. Андерон, Наршада, Дантуин, Карибан. Ох, с чего мы начнем? Возможно, начнем с Дантуина, Наршада, Андерон, потом Карибан последним. На закусь. Самый сочный контент.
I don't know what it is, but you look different. It's hard to explain, but it's good to see.
Я чувствую, что мое соприкосновение с силой больше, чем когда-либо.
It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too.
У меня были вопросы. Не хочешь рассказать, откуда у тебя тренировка Ичаня?
What are you talking about?
Когда мы вошли в Академию на Тилсе, ты перескочил в боевую стойку Ичаня.
Oh, that. Don't tell anyone, but you wouldn't believe how many fights you can prevent by just pretending to know that stuff. I mean, it doesn't compare to wearing a lightsaber, but then again, that doesn't seem to help you much.
Не меняй тему.
Yeah, so what? I don't ask any dumb questions about your past, despite the fact that it keeps throwing us into life-threatening situations. Wanna know why? I figure if you ever want to tell me something, you will. So give me the same respect, alright?
Я тебя не обвиняю, просто хочу узнать. Есть ли у тебя другие полезные навыки? Ты можешь стать куда ценнее, будь у тебя боевая подготовка.
Well, hey, thanks. But you've got the wrong guy. I'm good at shooting people, cracking wise, and pretending to know how to fight with my hands. Alright,
Окей.
what did you want to know?
Меня научить в пазак?
Alright, but I'm out of credits. So it's Republic Senate.
Не-не-не, нахер. Потеряно влияние, получено влияние. Кайф. И что скажешь?
You have grown strong in the Force. I can feel its touch upon you. Do not let the higher mysteries blind you to others. Turning away from that which tempts you or causes you fear is not strength. Facing it is. I have seen you display many acts of mercy, charity in our journey. Why?
Why? Потому что если я могу помочь, то помогаю.
Even if it weakens those you help, even if it robs them of the strength needed to grow, you have been chased, hounded since our first meeting, and it has only made you stronger, more capable.
Если ты пытаешься вызвать у меня чувство вины за помощь людям, то у тебя не получится. Не получится.
From such small things, from such critical points, the universe and its masses may be moved. That is why you must be careful in all that you do, and in every choice you make. Aiding them gives you strength by taking on their challenges, but weakens them. If that is your choice, then use their dependency, feed upon it, until you have exhausted them. Then leave them. And I would view the ones you travel with much the same way.
Я не пойду против собственных союзников, как пошли против своих джедаев во время войны.
So you may think, but it will be best to strike first. Your allies are allies by circumstance, and they will not hesitate to do the same to you if you continue down your path. Do you know why those we meet display such weakness? As I said, their lives are static, untested. It is only through interaction, through decision and choice, through confrontation, physical or mental, that the Force can grow within you. You have seen it. You have felt it within you as you have traveled with me. The growing anger, the rage, and the power it brings. Yet the power does not build without such struggle. Through small cruelties, greater ones are born. Ask, and I will answer.
Так, вот, сейчас посмотрим ее ролик. Что не так с твоими глазами?
There is nothing wrong with my sight, if that is your question. I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only.
Может быть, есть способ излечить твое зрение?
There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. They are adequate to distinguish shapes, silhouettes. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight. But sight can prove a distraction. When one relies on sight to perceive the world, it is like trying to stare at the galaxy through a crack in the door. But that is a lesson for another time. You must learn to see crude matter for what it is, before the veil is lifted. Ask, and I will answer.
Крей, чем ты являешься? Джедаем или ситхом?
Does it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark, categorize it. Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. Know that I am your teacher, and that is enough.
Подданство. К чему он, видимо, склоняется? Объединяться с кем-то, не зная его умыслов? Либо к чему он склоняется? Неразумно.
What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once I held the galaxy by its throat? That for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy? That perhaps what the greatest of the Sith Lords knew of evil they learned from me? What would it matter now? There is only so much comfort in knowing such things, and it is not who I am now.
Вот. Я по-прежнему желаю услышать эту историю. Классный ролик.
There are dark places in the galaxy.
Есть темные места в галактике.
Ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not
Да, блять. Не успею.
to be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best.
Жуткие места в галактике, где зло объединяется. Короче, существует. И формирует альянс.
But my will was not law. There were disagreements, ambition, and hunger for power.
Но ее предали из-за жажды власти, амбиций.
There are techniques within the Force against which there is no defense.
Есть техники в силы, против которых нет защиты. Как же ее отхуярили просто.
I was cast down, stripped of my power, exiled. I suffered indignities.
Не знаю, что такое индигнитис. Она страдала.
Learn from me my mistakes and use that knowledge to become greater than I. That is all I ask of you, and that is all I desire. In you all my hopes rest for the future, for the Force.
В бессилии. Ну что-то там еще. Мне нужно больше, чем это, Крым. Мне нужно знать, видимо, больше, чем это.
If it means so much to you, then this I swear to you upon my life, upon our lives, that when your training is complete, I will answer everything. There shall be no more shadows between us, only truth that exists between master and apprentice.
Окей.
Ask,
Пиздит.
and I will answer.
Ты вообще знала Итрис?
I know her as much as I know any Jedi. If you have other questions, you may ask those, but on Atris, I can provide you no answers that you cannot find on your own. Ask, and I will answer.
Что-нибудь знаешь о преследующих нас ситхах?
Nothing more than we
Да,
already
сука.
know. And there is danger in such knowledge, even if I was certain of the ones who hunt you. Ask.
Влияние Крейпутера. На. Не понял. У меня клавиатура не работает. О. Очень давно не сохранился. Даже лучше так сделаем.
Hey, General, are you all right?
О чем ты говоришь?
You look like you've been standing too close to one of my shield generators.
Меня вдохновляла твоя рука. А?
Whoa, claws out today, aren't they?
Это у кого еще когти наружу?
Seriously, you don't look that way from spending extra time in the fresher. I've seen other Jedi, not many but a few, who look like that. And I feel a little strange around you. A little more in control, calm, like I usually only get when I'm repairing something.
Когда кто-нибудь связывается с силой, это можно отчетливо увидеть.
Was there something you wanted me for?
Что ты думаешь о текущей ситуации на Тилосе?
If the Republic would just rein Zerka in, there'd be no problem. But as long as Zerka is allowed to undermine the Ithorians' efforts, Telos will remain dead. I can't take seeing my work being used by those bloodsuckers. But there's nothing I can do about it, so let's talk about something else. Something else I can help you with?
Как ты вообще потерял руку?
I got tired of it. Kept dropping my hydro spanner. Figured I'd get a new one.
Это так резко.
I was only kidding. Actually, it was a souvenir from Malachor. I was lucky it was all I lost. But at least it gave me something to do, right? Everyone always said I was probably half machine anyway. Something else I can help you with?
Где ты вообще подобрал этого спутника?
That old thing? I built him when I was a kid. Been following me around for years now, despite what I've done to try and chase him off. Hey, just kidding. I'm happy to have you around.
Что он делает, кроме того, как следует за тобой повсюду?
He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser and some other tools for delicate modifications. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs. I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have time. Too busy fixing up the ship. Something else I can help you with?
Так, у меня есть все детали?
No, you're still missing any minimate something.
Что это ты делаешь?
Just working on the ship. I'm not sure who got her up and running, but I'm amazed she's even space-worthy. Whoever made these repairs doesn't think like most mechanics. But don't worry, I'll get everything in shape.
Так, где дроид он ездит? Угу. Пук-пук-пук-пук-пук-пук-пук. Ты не знаешь, откуда взялся этот HK в кладовой? Эти дроиды продолжают нападать на нас. Если ты знаешь что-нибудь вот про этого, тебе следует мне рассказать. Как там черный ястреб? Понятно. Что за астронавигационные системы? Может быть, астронавигационные системы? Хватит дукать на меня. Это можно починить или нет? Я знаю, что она повреждена. Пробовал диагностику. Я знаю, что ты можешь заниматься расчетами, но нас могут разделить. Ладно, другие вопросы. Что ты нуждаешься в рутинном техосмотре. Ну-ка. Давай сначала займемся твоим основным шасси. Так. Должно быть в самый раз. У тебя все хорошо? Благодаря вашим ремонтным навыкам получает +1 телосложению. Что значит я исчезла на мгновение? Ты же не был отключен. Так, и еще раз. Ремонт. Нет? Я думаю, что в первый раз все сделал правильно. Хорошо. Один за раз, понял. Так. Полетели на Дантуин. Не, она типа открывает отдельное окно с роликом поверх игры. Как-то так работает. Поэтому ее можно стримить только с захватом экрана.
You seem pretty calm. It's almost streaming off of you. A lot calmer than you were on Paragus when I first met you.
Так, я в порядке, по сути, так хорошо мне уже давно не было.
Well, it's good to see. You're a nice counterbalance to that old witch back there.
Ладно, нового ничего нету, да? Ладно. Хотя возьмем его и ее.
Another visitor? You must be here to join in the plunder of the old Jedi Enclave. You have to see Administrator Adari first.
О чем вы говорите?
You're one of the salvagers, right? Your ship looks banged up enough to be part of that lot, but you look different.
Сталкеры? Я не знаю, о чем вы говорите.
Then who are you? The only recent visitors we've had on Ventuine have been salvagers and a slew of mercenaries.
Я хочу посетить Анклав, но я не сталкер.
Just to see the sights, right? You're just another salvager. Go see Administrator Adari in Kunda if you want to get into the ruins.
Где находится Кунда?
Kunda is the big building just outside the landing port. It used to be the estate of a man named Matali, but he and his family disappeared around the time of the bombardment. The administrator rebuilt it, and now this is our center of government.
Зачем мне нужно разрешение на вход в Анклав?
Have you ever sliced a Jedi security door? The old ruins are secure from salvagers unless they get permission from Adari.
Кто такая управляющая Адари?
She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attack, she kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here are mercenaries.
Почему здесь так много наемников?
We had problems with Mandalorian mercenaries even before the Jedi Civil War. The Jedi helped clear most of the problem up, but after the war, many soldiers from both sides of the conflict became mercenaries. And since we're so far from the core, some started gathering here.
Они вызывают какие-то проблемы?
The difference between an out-of-work mercenary and a raider is a vibrablade's edge. The only thing we can prove they've done is intimidate a few farmers. The farmers give them goods, money, or food just to stay on their good side. The only one that isn't scared of them is the administrator. There have also been a lot of disappearances recently, and not all of them can be blamed on Cath hounds. But nobody can prove the mercenaries are responsible.
Кто исчез?
A farmer here and there, or a family. We lost enough people during the war that keeping the Cath hound and Kinrath populations under control hasn't been possible. So there are a lot of animal attacks. Some deaths, too. The disappearances might be just coincidence, but a lot of the stubborn folk seem to be more accident-prone.
Okay.
Just head into the building and you'll find your way to the administrator. I'll be over by the entrance if you need anything else.
Greetings, and good day, traveler. On behalf of the Kunda settlement, I am programmed to welcome you to Dantooine. Is there something I can do to serve you?
Ты поврежден, дроид. Что с тобой произошло?
Apologies. I have no recollection of the Sith invasion topic.
Вторжение ситхов?
Error. Memory overflow. Resetting. May I be of any further service to you?
Здесь есть какая-нибудь работа?
The local militia occasionally offers employment to qualified soldiers. Speak to Zeron in the Kunda outpost. Additionally, many visitors come to Kunda to explore the ruins for salvage opportunities.
Сталкерству.
Kunda's salvage industry is a main source of income for the local community. At their own risk, salvagers may remove relics from designated salvage areas within the ruins.
Значит, можно просто зайти в руины и забрать все, что пожелаешь.
The fee to remove a relic from Dantooine is proportionate to the appraised value of the item. For more details, speak to Administrator Terena Adare at the Kunda Outpost.
Что ты знаешь о руинах?
The famed ruins of the Jedi Enclave can be found northwest of the Kunda Outpost. You may visit the ruins at your own risk. Zeron strongly urges salvagers to avoid the highly dangerous sublevel of the Enclave ruins.
Расскажи мне, как Анклав оказался в руинах.
My apologies. I have no recollection.
Неважно.
Any further service to you?
Почему ты ходишь кругами?
I am conducting my appointed rounds. May I be of any further service to you? If you will excuse me, I must continue my appointed rounds.
Вот и пускай ходит. Так.
What do you want? I don't have time for cursed salvagers.
Чего ты решил, что я сталкер?
Well, you don't look like a damn mercenary, and you don't smell like a stinking farmer. Why else would you be here?
Я пришла увидеть Анклав.
If you're not a salvager, I don't even want to know why you'd go to the Enclave.
Что ты знаешь об Анклаве?
Nothing but rumor. They say the spirits of the angry dead haunt the ruins. On a quiet night, you can hear the ghosts howling and scraping around.
Кто это? Они.
Oh, you know, folks around Kunda. Go there yourself and get the details firsthand. You'll find the Kunda outpost just outside the landing port. Is this gonna take long? I'm busy, you know.
Что здесь делают наемники?
Not sure what they're doing here other than causing trouble. There's not really much work here for mercenaries. Maybe they're here to collect the bounty on that Jedi.
Здесь есть джедаи.
I don't know for sure, but that's what they say.
Кто они?
Oh, you know. Just...
Да. Чего такой занятой?
Can't you tell? I'm a mechanic. In fact, I'm the only mechanic here in Kunda. I'm responsible for maintaining everything mechanical or electrical at the Kunda outpost.
Такое ощущение, что у тебя многое на плечах.
Yeah, sometimes it seems nothing works around here, but I don't have time to complain. Too much work to do.
Не стоит держать свои огорчения в себе.
You're right. Well, between the droids, the security doors, and the gun turrets, I have my hands full.
Very good. You can always have your way with the weak-minded by catering to their ego.
У тебя проблемы с дроидами?
All of the droids in Kunda are relics from the last war. Most of them are damaged and rusted. Best I could do was get that ratchety old protocol droid over there operational so it could greet visitors. Most of the other droids are laying broken around Kunda Outpost.
Расскажи мне о турелях.
The gun turrets outside the Kunda Outpost are supposed to defend against potential assaults, wild critters and the like. But they only work half the time. Sometimes they get confused as to what's friend and foe. Why, just the other day, right after I repaired one of the guns, it turned on a sorry group of militiamen returning from a patrol. No casualties, but it put several of them in the med lab. I can't seem to fix the blasted medical droid either.
Что с дверями не так?
Well, it's just one door, actually, but I could scratch my head bald before I figured out how to fix it proper. Problem is, the side security door to Kunda was damaged in the war. Every time I try to fix it, the door either sticks open or it locks down completely. And then I have to spend a week taking it apart to get it to open or close again.
Найс, найс, найс. Так. Теперь, по идее, я смогу отремонтировать его.
Greetings, and may I be your... The main... Zero... The... May I... That... Since... My apologies. May I...
Нет, не смогу.
The thing... Zero... My...
Не. Вроде ж можно. Но, видимо, потом. Так. Зачем вы исследовали Дантуин? Как планета утратила свой баланс?
I've been dealing with that problem for years. The Ithorians are justifiably renowned for their ability to stabilize ecospheres, but some things are beyond even their skills.
Загадочное поведение кинраков? Что такого необычного в поведении кинраков? Кинраты. Угу. Так, почему вы стремитесь покинуть Дантуин? Так, ну-ка, у тебя есть карты какие-то? -1, +-1, +-6. Вот это я возьму. Так, ну и сыграем. Так, плюсовую шестерку выбираем. Плюс-минус добавляем. Бесполезная карта. Топ. Окей. Козел. А, вот что делают. Я выиграл сет. Ну, неплохо тогда. Тогда полезная карта. Поменять ставки. Броня. Надо обыграть его полностью. Чтобы он поставил эти. Обобрать его полностью. Чтобы он броньку поставил, да? На кон.
What do you want now?
А, это этот, который встретил.
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've done to us? They wouldn't dare.
They certainly would. You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them, and we could certainly use the money.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
Понятно, понятно. Какой тут настрой.
Welcome to Kunda. You're a salvager, right? You'll need to see Administrator Adare to get access to the ruins. If you need directions to anything else, just ask.
Где управляющая?
The office is directly behind this room. You really can't miss it. She can see you now if you like.
Почему все думают, что я сталкер?
Or not. The only heavily armed people that visit us are either salvagers or mercenaries. And you don't look quite gritty enough to be a mercenary.
Что у вас есть в Кунде?
The things that would most interest you are our weapon merchant and Zeron, the leader of our militia. Akare is still around here somewhere too. He sells droid components.
Зачем мне может понадобиться зайти к Зерону?
If you get into any trouble, he's the person you'd contact. Unfortunately, recent problems with the salvagers and mercenaries have kept him quite busy.
Недавние проблемы? На вроде.
The mercenaries cause disruptions for some of our outlying settlers. They are a constant source of friction for us. I hear the salvagers are having some internal problems too.
Ладно. Так. Тут мы и остановимся. Опа. Нихилус. Так, пойдем ковыряться в РДР. Хочу ковыряться в РДР.